Good morning or afternoon, whenever you're seeing this video. I hope you're being blessed today and that you are encouraged and on fire for God. I would like to say to you this morning, if God has been dealing with your heart about speaking to someone or doing something and you haven't done it, do it. You know, I know sometimes we can be fearful or we worry too much about what someone else is going to think or how someone else may not be pleased with what we say or we do. But it's more important for God to be pleased with and us to be obedient to what He's calling us to do. Because we don't never know who is going to be blessed or saved by our obedience and how we will be blessed. God's calling a people to come out of the world, to be separate, set apart, holy, one that He can use, and they'll be obedient. He can strengthen us and lead us and guide us. So I'd like to share a dream with you. This happened many years ago. And in my dream, I was praying, and I could hear God speak to me and say a phone number. I mean, yes, a phone number, area code, phone number, the whole thing. And He said, call this woman, tell her I have heard her prayers and her son is going to be okay. And it repeats in my dream. And as I'm between awake and asleep, you know that you're not quite awake, but you're not quite asleep. I'm still hearing that phone number. Tell this woman that I've heard her prayers and that her son's going to be okay. So when I woke up, I could feel God's Spirit. And this number, I mean, there's no way He's going to let me forget this number. It's just repeating and repeating and repeating in the same message, you know. But then self gets in the way. And the enemy talking, you know, like, oh, this person's going to think you're crazy. This may be just a business that you're calling. This person may not even have no kids. This could be, you know, just numerous reasons why I should not do this. And so I'd like to say I wrestled with this for just a few minutes, but it was probably hours. And I prayed God for strength, you know, just strengthen me. And finally I got the courage to do it. And I called this number, and a woman answered the phone, and I said, this may sound crazy to you, but last night I had a dream, and the Lord spoke to me and gave me your number. I don't know you, and you don't know me, and this may sound quite odd, but He told me to tell you that He's heard your prayers and that your son's going to be okay. And at this point, she's just in shock, you know, and I'm telling her before I called, you know, I had, you know, many things going through my mind, you know, like this is probably going to sound crazy, and what if this is a business, and so on and so forth. She says, no, I have a son, and he's in the army, and he is over in Iraq or Iran, and I've been worried, and I have been praying. And so we both become very emotional, and I get off of the phone, and I just fell to my knees and began to weep because, first of all, God, I just witnessed God bless this woman and tell her that her son's going to be okay, that He has heard her prayers and comfort her. And He revealed this to me. He took a moment to show me this, and I just felt so blessed by the whole incident. And not that I'm something great. I am a nobody, nothing. The only thing that's good or great or any wonderful in my life or in me is because of Him. He is the good. He is the wonderful. He is everything. So the reason I'm making this message is I just want to encourage you to be separate, set apart, different than the world. Allow God to use you if He's dealing with you. Don't quench his spirit. Allow him to use you. No matter how crazy it may seem, you never know who you may bless and how it may bless you and who may be saved. But that's the whole point of this message. I just want to share my dream and encourage you today to let God use you and not worry about what somebody else is going to think. Got to work it out. Bye.